Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal, and once again I'm back with a mentoring success video. This time we have with us Mr. Kunal Shah. He's 38, he's from leather export industry and he resides in South Bombay. Congratulations Kunal bhai on generating a profit of 7 lakh rupees on a capital of 15 lakhs.
Thank you, sir.
How are you feeling?
So feels good to be profitable always, but
Right,
feels even better to be profitable when you are abiding by the rules.
absolutely true.
Uh,
Absolutely true. And Kunal bhai has been trading more or less on a capital of 15 lakhs, generated 7 lakhs in a matter of 6 months, 6 to 7 months approximately. And he has been more into cash market and futures. Option sellings he has recently started, but he's still a little bit, getting on into that journey.
Correct, sir.
When did you join my workshop, Kunal bhai?
So I did the workshop in the September of 21.
Okay,
I completed the wealth creation workshop then. It was an eye opener for me for sure.
right.
And so after that, as per your guidance, I went
Hmm.
ahead and I did paper trading for a couple of months
Okay,
because I was completely new to this arena of trading. I
technical
never traded before.
trading, correct. Okay.
It was only after your workshop and guidance that I actually start trading.
But you were initially into stock market, like into mutual funds or, buy and hold stuff in stocks that you must be doing, I guess.
Yes, sir. But not at this level, not with this kind of knowledge, not with this kind of guidance, sir.
Okay. And how are the results that point of time without guidance?
So that time the results are like on and off. Didn't
Okay.
really even bother much about it because the whole point was just take the money, invest, and forget that it exists.
True.
But now, after learning, after seeing, after
Hmm.
getting mentored, we exactly know how it is moving, what is happening, and we
Correct.
know the results of our action,
Correct.
which is making a lot more sense.
Correct. And at least you are confident that you can depend on this business for bread and butter and probably even much more than that.
Definitely, sir. Not only bread, butter, and luxuries, but even for me to have time for myself and my family, I couldn't have thought of a better profession to have right now.
I generally always tell my students that everyone makes money in their own respective professions, their respective jobs, and maybe their own family businesses. But time is something so valuable, especially I think once you start getting into that zone of late 30s or maybe early 40s, that bell starts ringing in your head now. What's ahead now for me? So it's good that you started at a pretty good age and now you're getting into it successfully. Happy to see that.
So it's all your guidance and your mentoring, which is helping us walk on the
It's
right path.
it's not just my guidance and my mentoring, but I very much remember because what used to happen is most of the times I think whenever you have called me, I think once in a month or I think twice in 1 month, you have been calling me every now and then. I always wonder why this guy is calling me. But then I realized after 2 to 3 calls, okay, this particular person is very, very serious about his trading and he's keeping me in loop that how much I have progressed, where I'm lacking. So in case like I think a few weeks back you were asking some questions into the option selling workshop, and that is where I understood that you have misunderstood something, and I tried to guide you on the right path.
Correct, sir.
So it's not just my guiding, but it's your openness, and you keep on updating me that this has been the progress, and what should I go and what should I do ahead, basically. That's a
Yes,
very
sir.
good effort from your side also.
Thank you, sir.
How much time do you give to your entire daily course for trading, like trading homework or meditation and related to trading? How much time does it take?
So for trading, I would say for trading, for
Hmm.
me, there are three major parts to this. One is meditation. Secondly is my workout, which finally I have the time for. And thirdly is the homework. So meditation is ideally anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes,
Oh,
which
great.
happens on regular basis. So
Nice.
workouts, thanks to this profession right now and this switch, I've
Hmm.
been able to hit the gym at least 5 times in a week
Amazing.
with a proper workout session with my
Hmm.
trainer, giving at least 2.5 hours to to the body helps me focus when I'm working when I'm working on the charts as well. And ideally, every single day, once the market shuts at 3:30, I take a break for an hour, and
Okay.
about 4:30, I start doing my homework.
How much time does it take for your homework?
So I give it nearly an hour maximum
Hmm.
because I go through the entire. It's a top-down approach that you taught us, and that's exactly how I
Hmm.
follow.
All right.
Go through the indexes. After the indexes, I go through the list of stocks that we've got,
Okay.
mark out the stocks for the next day if
All
I'm
right.
finding any good trade.
Okay.
If not, then I leave it. That is another thing which
Hmm.
I've learned from you, sir, is that if there's nothing, don't force it. Let it go.
Right. So if there are no trades, you just be like, you just spend your time in the market hours or maybe do something else, or you sit in the front of the screen 6 hours. What do you do?
Sir, I
You
would
try
keep a
to
check.
hunt more trades. What do you do?
So definitely not hunt because if it's in our system, it will show me in the work that I've done the previous day.
True. True.
Yes, definitely I would see the market,
Hmm.
but not be stuck to the screen. At least I have the liberty of doing everything else because the system is so robust that if there was a trade, I would have got to know beforehand.
Correct. Correct.
So that has never been a concern where you have to sit and hunt for a trade
True.
or you have to force a trade just because you're sitting in front of the screen and the money is lying in the account
True.
doesn't mean that you have to go ahead and take a
Yes.
trade
Yes.
unnecessarily.
Yes. Many people have this thought process that if you have money lying in your account empty, it should not happen. You should always be invested in the market, which even I don't agree with. And timing is important. If the timing is wrong, then the money invested will be lost, basically.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And would you be able to do all these things like going to the gym or doing other things in your life, having free time for yourself, probably if you were not trading?
Now, to be honest, it was a couple of years back. This life was technically a dream, which I didn't even know would happen in reality ever. And I
Right.
thought I was stuck in a rat race where I had to wake up in the morning, come to the office, be in
Correct.
the office. There was nothing called a family life. There was no time for myself.
Right.
There was no time to focus on the mind, the body, and the health. And these concepts didn't
True.
exist.
True.
Trading gave me the liberty to do that.
True.
And
There is
today,
one. Yeah. Continue. Continue.
sorry, sir, today for the first time, I experienced a holiday for a week with my family without having to be stuck on the phone or without
Yeah.
having to worry about work.
Someone will call me
Nothing.
and say this order is pending, that order is pending. Sir, ye dekho, wo dekho.
Yes, sir, because the factory life is such where you are working
I
kind.
can understand.
Technically, you are working 24 hours.
True. Very true. Even I belong to a family business background, so I can understand what you're trying to do.
And this is such a drastic change for me where I actually have realized that there is something called life
Correct.
and you have a lot of time on your hands to do everything that you ever thought of that you could do in a day.
Hmm. But now there is a small message which I would like to talk to you and extract that message and share with everyone else. So basically, exactly when did you do the workshop? You said Wealth Creation Blueprint. You said
So,
2021
yes, September
September.
2021.
When did you start trading?
So I traded after like 4 months after that I did my paper trading and after that I started trading. So
Okay. After
somewhere
that,
I believe in January of 2022.
22, you started trading. But the main big money which you made right now, 6-7 lakh rupees, whatever you made in the last 6 months.
Yes, sir.
So initially you were just trading in like small bits and bits, like small pieces.
Yes, sir. So I
Why?
would take
Why
smaller
so?
trades to understand the system, to
Okay,
understand where am I going wrong because this was too new for me.
correct,
And so just jumping in because we have the money doesn't make sense.
correct.
We have to safeguard our money, safeguard our capital,
True, true,
and work in the right fashion.
true.
Uh,
Absolutely.
so, so I wanted to take my time even to learn and understand the systems. I did have a lot of stop losses at that point because at that point I was relatively new and I would make mistakes,
Yes,
which have
yes,
only got ironed out as I was attending the mentoring session.
correct.
That's when most of my mistakes that I was making got pointed out. I could work on them.
Hmm.
and eventually reached this stage today. So at that point in time, I was taking smaller trades. Uh, I was making mistakes in entries and exits. There were times when I even waited after my stop loss was hit with the hope that it might just go up, only to realize that it never happened. You only
Correct,
end up losing money.
correct, correct.
And moreover, it affects your morale rather than anything else.
Absolutely.
So, so once all of that happened, I was stuck with my own business as well at that point in time.
Hmm.
So my time was getting divided.
Correct.
And I realized that there was a point where I had to take a call.
But you took that
And
call eventually when you saw yourself profitable.
yes,
Only
sir.
then you took the call, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you did not leave your business initially.
No, sir, because that was my base.
That was your base, obviously. You cannot leave your base and just jump into something new.
Yes, sir.
So there is a small message, guys, which I would like to share with all of you, all of my community members, all of you who are watching this video on YouTube right now, that trading for living is possible, but be careful of people who say that it is very easy. See, trading is simple, but need not necessary that simple things may be easy in life. It's like, say, for example, if you're unhealthy, what do you need to do? You probably the doctor will tell you go to the gym or maybe hit swimming pool 5 times a week, go do running or eat less. These things are very easy to understand, but how many people are able to execute this? So what I'm trying to say is, it's not that it cannot be done, but you need to have a concrete plan that initially, if you are doing a day job or if you're running a family business, do not jump into it immediately. All right, first get into it, probably get a mentor who is very, very genuine. You know him, he's knowledgeable, he shares, he's ready to share knowledge with you. Start backtesting the system, whatever you are having it. Get confidence into the system. Start trading with a very small capital. Whatever capital you have in your mind right now, start only with 25% of that. Eventually, when you see profit building up, then you need to increase your capital. And when you see yourself making probably more money than what you are uh, generating as income right now in your business or your job or your profession, only then you should be sitting into that particular part of life where you have become a full-time trader, not otherwise. Simple as that. If you do anything other than this, you can fall into a problem, because do not forget that it's not just your life, but your life is connected to your entire family. So be responsible and take decision according to that. Yes. Kunal bhai, tell me one thing. How many trades do you execute probably in a month?
So ideally, I would get nearly about 8 to 10 trades in a month.
8 to 10 trades. Okay.
Yes, sir. If the market is absolutely
Hmm.
trending in a certain direction, then the number of trades are lesser because uh,
Hmm.
as we keep on trading the stop losses, we get a chance to go higher,
Okay.
and your profitability increases as compared to the amount of capital that you put in.
Correct. 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 I understand.
So, so ideally,
And
sir, 8 to 10 good trades are there
eight
in a
to
month.
ten good trades, which means you can say around 2 to max 3 trades in a week, not more than
Ideally,
that.
yes, sir. So not more than that.
Right. And it's like, once you are initiated the trade, what is the amount of capital which you deploy in a cash market trade out of your entire capital? How much position size do you take?
So as per the risk management that you've guided us for,
Hmm.
each of my trade doesn't take more than 25% of my capital, and I see to it that my risk taking appetite for each trade
That is in
is
cash
not.
market. This is in cash
Yes, sir.
market, 25%. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And
Yep.
each trade of mine would still have a risk appetite of nearly about 1 to 1.5% and nothing more than that.
1 to 1.5% if the stop is triggered. So you will lose between 1 to 1.5% on your entire capital.
Yes, sir.
The reason for that is that the average stop loss we have in our system is close to 3.5%,
To
not
three,
more
three
than
and a
that.
half percent, sir, approximately.
Now, once you have initiated these trades, I guess the way you're talking, you're more of a swing trader rather than a positional trader. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Like me, like me. So once you have initiated the trade, do you need to sit in front of the screen all the time? Or you can initiate the trade and probably walk out and complete something, come back, and then again look.
So to be honest, this might even sound funny, but for the first time in my life, I have found a way where I can actually sit and have lunch peacefully. So this system of hours has given me the opportunity to push in a trade.
You can tell someone that market is going on, don't disturb me.
Yes, sir, that's possible. But this system actually gives me the opportunity to get up and take a walk if I wanted to.
True.
I can probably eat my lunch peacefully or probably even attend a short meeting on my
Okay.
table
Okay.
with my screen being on the side. I don't need to be stuck to my screen.
Correct.
Uh, the
Correct.
system is that robust. So the indicators are pretty clear. You
Hmm.
can see the way we are going. And if required, you're close enough to your system to take an action.
Hmm.
And if not,
Hmm.
at least there's no anxiety as to where the trade is going to land up.
So there's not a lot of stress. Like generally, I've seen people sitting in front of the screen, very stressful. Like they have to concentrate on the screen so much. All that stuff is not over here.
Not at all, sir.
Not at all. And how many stocks do you track to initiate these swing trades? There are two lists of stocks which I've given to all of you.
Yes, sir. So the major list of stocks that you've given us right now, the new updated one, which has got over 100 stocks, is what I generally track.
Hmm.
And I should track it before the new additions also.
Okay.
So I prefer sticking to that particular lot of stocks only. So because we know that there is movement, we know that there is good enough volumes for us to work with. And more or less, they are tried and tested. They don't give a very erratic movement as
Okay.
compared to a lot of stocks.
Okay. 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 Nice. Nice. Any message which you would like to give new upcoming traders?
So one thing is be persistent. Don't stop. Don't get disheartened. Everything that is new that one is going to try, you are going to face hurdles with it. But
Yes.
don't give up.
Correct.
Be open. Talk to your mentors. So the way you have helped me today, every time when I've spoken to you, I have got more clarity.
Correct. Correct.
And even if the homework seems a little mundane and boring, but that is the
Hmm.
only thing that is going to help you not only make money, but save your money when the market goes haywire.
Right. The main thing over here, according to me, do you track the entire 100 stocks in market time, or do you separate like these are the 10 stocks for tomorrow, and then you will what is the way you do it?
So the day I do my homework in the evening,
Hmm.
my list is ready of the stocks that I have to track the next day.
So you don't track 100 stocks. Say, for
So I
example,
will
if there
not,
are, okay,
no sir, no sir.
that's a nice
So
way to do it.
if those 10 stocks are there, if I get a trade in those 10 stocks, is enough for me. If I don't get a trade in those 10 stocks, I will let the day go. Probably sit back again at 4:30, do my homework, try to figure out what is there happening in the next day.
Right.
Am I finding any better trades?
Hmm.
Meanwhile, keep myself open to having a conversation with you or to noting down my queries for the mentoring sessions that happen. Because there could be a possibility where I don't see a trade or I have misunderstood.
Hmm.
There's actually a trade in one of those things.
True. True. True.
So these
One
are the
import,
things that
yeah,
I think.
right. One important thing over here, what Kunal Bhai has said is extremely, extremely important is that, say, for example, I've seen many traders, they have a list going on live, which is like, a scanner or whatever you can say. Generally, you can say a scanner, which is going on live at the side of the screen. Okay. And wherever they feel, okay, this stock looks worth looking at, they'll click on that and the chart opens and they start analyzing. My methodology says that if you're a swing trader, okay, my system generates around 16 to 18 trades in a year, okay, in one stock. So I have 100 stocks. So if you have, say, 100 stocks in your list, you don't need to look at all the 100. If you understand that these are the few stocks which should be giving you trade tomorrow, you can just sideline it somewhere, make a new list of it, maybe 8 to 10 stocks, and just track those stocks in the market as, which will be much, much better for you, and your stress will be also less. Otherwise, if you keep on watching 100 stocks every hour, it will be very, very stressful for you. All right. And how much meditation has helped? Because generally, I have seen people give a lot of importance to trading system. Why तुम कौन सा trading setup use कर रहे हो? Which magical indicator you are using? I believe one thing that your capability, your ability to manage your emotions. Obviously, it's not going to happen from the first day, from the first minute. It's going to build up. It's going to take time. And I guess this is one of the things which will take the maximum amount of time. But once that is in place, I think the risk management and the trading system will automatically fall into its place, right? So,
Yes,
how
sir.
much time did you take to possibly get into that zone where your emotions are not hurting you? And how does meditation help you overall in trading?
So initially, after the workshop, when you mentioned that meditation is utmost important, I started trying to meditate. It was very difficult for me to do that because I was never this calm before.
Correct.
So I started with a very short amount of time, eventually kept on growing. And the more time I could meditate, the more I could focus before taking a trade, the more I could keep my emotions in check before executing a trade. There was no anxiety to hit the button and get into a trade just because the candle was showing so. And there was no anxiety to hit the stop loss.
Hmm.
Like, when it comes closer to the stop loss, most of the people will get very anxious, saying, okay, my trade is coming to an end, I'm losing money, I'm losing
Fundamentals
money.
will get better and then it will get into an investment.
So meditation helped me keep a check on myself when it came to a point where most of the people would start panicking.
True.
Before meditation, I did experience the same panic also. But as I started meditating, it kept on getting better. Today, even if I make money or I lose money, it doesn't affect me as a person. It doesn't affect my day, it doesn't affect my temperament. Uh, Today, when I have to execute a trade or leave a trade,
Hmm.
I don't have a feeling of being left out just because the market is going up and I'm not finding a trade. I
Correct.
don't have the feeling of
You
being left out.
you can wait patiently.
Yes, sir. So
So
that is where meditation has helped me the most.
you can, if you hear probably, कहते हैं ना, read between the lines. Is Kunal Bhai a professional trader? As of now, yes. Was he a professional trader before? The answer is no. Now, forget about the training which I gave him, forget about the trading setup which I gave him. But it's like meditation is something which can transform any person if he does it, he or she does it with persistence. There will be difficulties, small or big in between. But if you're persistent enough to, keep on doing it day after day, then I think you will be able to have that good trading psychology, which will help you to become a better trader. That's what I wanted to share with all of you. And the trading system which you are trading right now, is it easy to understand or is it extremely difficult even for a newcomer when you started your journey?
Uh, so it is, in fact, one of the simplest systems I think to work with. The explanation that you give is pretty simple, and
Okay,
if we just stick to the basic rules that I mentioned
right,
in the session, I don't see a reason why, sir, anybody cannot trade
correct,
with this
correct.
particular system. Me myself, I had never traded or executed a trade by myself before the workshop,
Okay,
but now, sir, it's come to a point where I don't want anyone else to execute a trade on my behalf. I
correct,
want to do it myself.
correct,
The system is not only robust, easy to understand,
true.
and it is something where I am not confined to a particular size of screen. I can see the same system in the same way on my cell phone, on my tablet, on my desktop, and if I follow my rules, it is still going to give me the same result possible.
Awesome, great, amazing. Good to see the way you are progressing as a trader. And by the way, now Kunal Bhai, like recently, one of my good friends, he's also a trader. He's going to join. He has already joined my option selling workshop, and Kunal Bhai is going to mentor him because in my trading community we have a system of accountability partners where each and every participant in the group will have an accountability partner, so they can interact in between. They can clear each other's doubts and keep on motivating each other. So it's good to see that you're growing as a trader. Once again, congratulations, Kunal
Thank
Bhai.
you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you so much for sharing a lot of golden nuggets with my viewers and our trading community.
But I'm glad I got this opportunity to share my experience.
Welcome once again and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.